Hello guys, today we are going to solve a Putnam problem which was asked in 1999 and the problem was A4 in that question paper. The question asked the sum of the series. The series was double sigma series where it contained two variables and we had to solve this summation. So without wasting our time, let's start with our solution. And if you like the solution, then please like the video and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Now let's start. Here, as soon as I saw this problem, like double summation and m square n divided by 3 raised to power m, then n multiplied by 3 raised to power m plus m raised to power 3 raised m multiplied by 3 raised to power n. In this bracket, I was able to see that n and n are symmetric about each other. So I thought to, because these are acting like m and n are just acting like dummy variables here in the sigma notations. So just I named this summation as s, and I did swapping of the variables, like I wrote m as n and n as m. There was summation that the value of s won't change, but something I can do it with it. So let's rewrite it. S equals to, because I am swapping this variable, these dummy variables m and n, so I can write n equals to 1 till infinity, and here m equals to 1 till infinity. Now here n square m divided by 3 raised to the power n multiplied by m multiplied by 3 raised to the power n plus n multiplied by 3 raised to the power n. Now let's call this equation number 1 s equals to this sigma, and s equals to another sigma. Let's call this sigma 2, equation 2. Now let's add 1 plus 2. What I'll get, 2s equals to the sigma, we can add over it. So let's write here 2s equals to m equals to 1 till infinity, then n equals to 1 till infinity, because the sigma are same. So just I can add it, m square n divided by 3 raised to the power n, and this bracket plus n square m divided by 3 raised to the power n, and this bracket, these both brackets are same, we can see here. So I have just used that bracket to represent this bracket terms. Now 2s equals to this sigma m equals to 1, n equals to 1 till infinity. Here, if I take the LCM, then what I will get, 3 raised to power m multiplied by 3 raised to power n, and this bracket term, and here I can do it multiplied with this. Okay, m square n multiplied by 3 raised to power n plus n square m multiplied by 3 raised to power m. Now, if I take mn common, mn outside the brackets, then what I will get here, m multiplied by 3 raised to power n plus n multiplied by 3 raised to power m divided by 3 power m multiplied by 3 power n, and this bracket once again. Now since these two brackets are same, so I can cancel it. Now further I can write 2s equals to sigma m equals to 1 till infinity, and once again sigma from n equals 1 till infinity, m by 3 raised to power m multiplied by n 3 raised to power n. So now I can distribute it because the variables have been separated. So let's rewrite once again, m equals to 1 till infinity, then m 3 raised to power m, this once again n equals to 1 till infinity, n by 3 raised to the power n. Now clearly these two sums are same, so I can simply write it as sigma m equals to 1 till infinity m by 3 raised to power m ka whole square. That means s is nothing but half of summation m equals to 1 till infinity m by 3 raised to power m square. So now our task is reduced to calculating or evaluating this summation. So let's evaluate this summation. Our s was half of summation m equals to 1 till infinity, and it was m divided by 3 raised to power m whole square. So let's evaluate this. Let's call this a equals to summation m equals to 1 till infinity, and here I can write m divided by 3 raised to power m. So a is equals to nothing but 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3 square plus 3 by 3 square, cube, plus 4 by 3 raised to power 4 plus dot 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 till infinity. Now let's multiply this equation by 1 by 3. So what I will get, 1 by 3 equals to 1 by 3 times a equals to, I will write the terms shifted one side right hand side, one place right hand side. So now I will get 1 divided by 3 square plus 2 divided by 3 cube plus 3 divided by 3 raised to power 4 plus dot 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 till infinity. Now let's subtract this. What I'll get, 1 minus 1 by 3, that means 2 by 3a, just I have calculated in mind. Then 1 by 3 plus 2 minus 1, 1 by 3 square plus 1 by 3 cube plus 1 by 3 raised by 4 plus dot 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 till infinity. Now 2 by 3a equals to, we know that this is an infinite sum with common ratio as 1 by 3r, sorry 1 by 3. So directly we can apply the formula, that is 1 by 3 times, divided by 1 minus 1 by 3. So it's nothing but 1 by 3 divided by 2 by 3, and that's 1 by 2. So a equals to 3 by 4. So we have evaluated the value of a, and that is 3 by 4. So just put this value, let's call this equation number 4, in this equation number 3. So let's put this value of equation number 4 that we have got here in equation 3. Then I will get s equals to half of 3 by 4 whole square. So s equals to 9 by 2 into 16, 9 by 32. Hence you have got the summation of this equation, this variables like that. We had found the sum of series, and this sum was double sigma notation with two variables m and n, and both were acting as dummy variables, and the sum we have found is s equals to 9 by 32. We had to evaluate in the two steps, that is first of all reducing this in this terms and then evaluating this sum via this method. I hope you all found this solution very clear, and if you like the solution, then please like the video and subscribe to my channel for more such videos.